Welcome to Moving Forward. I'm Diane Williamson. One of the many reasons our school district has flourished over the past few years is its focus on professional collaboration. A shining example of collaboration was found among teachers at Children's Academy who, a few years ago, gathered in their free time to learn about and then implement conscious discipline. Their initiative is now becoming a system-wide process in our elementary schools. Conscious discipline helps with classroom management by heightening emotional intelligence for both the teacher and the student, allowing the teacher to effectively respond to conflict and turn it into an opportunity for the child to learn critical life skills. While that may sound like psychobabble, it really isn't, and it's really working in our classrooms. Tamara Swearens was among that group at Children's Academy and is now the principal at S. Ellen Jones.
We definitely, when we think about conscious discipline and the discipline part of conscious discipline, really we're looking at all behaviors as a purpose. So when a child misbehaves, we look at that as a teaching moment. So there is a reason why they are acting out. So there is some problem solving that goes along with that child in terms of what was the motivation behind that behavior and how they could handle themselves safely the next time. I would call it conscious teaching. It's consciously being aware of ourselves as adults, how we manage our own bodies, our own feelings, and we are teaching children to also be conscious of their feelings and how they can be in control of themselves.
Conscious discipline is that we're consciously aware all the time of our own actions and how we approach children and our attitudes. Conscious discipline, I don't really like to call it a program per se, because most people think, not another program, that we've got to put on our plates. It's actually an attitude and it's an approach on how we speak to children, how we respond to them. It's like we're role modeling to them the behaviors that we would like to see in them. This day and age, a lot of kids have problems with self-regulating their emotions. And so with conscious discipline, it teaches them how to make good choices, how to self-regulate their own emotions. But before we can do that, we have to be able to do that as professionals ourselves. So we have to be willing to learn new things. We're always learning, and school is a perfect place to learn. So we approach, say, if a child is not walking down the hallway correctly, instead of a punishment or you're doing the wrong thing, it's more of a teachable moment. So we look at crisis or conflicts not as a disciplinary moment, but more as an opportunity to learn something new. What the counselors are right now we're doing is we're introducing the program. We're not telling people they have to follow this program, and we're trying to get away from the idea that it is a program. We're introducing skills and actually things that we can use that are concrete, that are helpful. And then what happens is the teachers who do have buy-in, the teachers who've used some of these skills or these strategies and have been successful, they share that with their colleagues. And then it just kind of starts taking off very slowly like that, and it blossoms. But you do get a little pushback. I think it's because people think of not another program that we're going to be required, or if we take it personally, that somebody's trying to tell me that I don't know how to be a teacher. Conscious discipline is not really set up to tell you how to be a teacher. It's giving you tools that you can use that will make teaching an easier process.
Really what I want people to walk away with is that the staff at S. Ellen Jones, I think they recognize the importance of building relationships with children. And so conscious discipline allows us to do that. So what you guys saw today was when the children were walking down the hallway and entering the classroom, they have a choice, and so they get to choose that greeting with their teacher, but the teacher is making eye contact with that child and building on that relationship. So when the child enters the classroom, they're entering the room feeling wanted and a part of that school family. So that's what I really want people to walk away with on conscious discipline is it's about that relationship building with children. And then what you saw in Mrs. Mullis's first grade classroom, the way they pick their songs is they're looking for a song that's inspirational or motivational for the kids, and that calls them, that's their cue to come to the circle. And then they make that whole class connection when they greet one another in the family circle.
500 more Southern Indiana school children will have food to eat on weekends, thanks to a $50,000 grant from the Walmart Foundation to Blessings in a Backpack. This grant allows the program to serve more students this year and to expand Blessings' support network of volunteers, funding partners, and community advocates. Better test scores, improved reading skills, positive behavior, improved health, and increased attendance have all been attributed to the success of this program. Just $80 feeds one school child in the program for an entire 38-week school year. The grant was presented to Blessings in a Backpack during a check presentation ceremony at the Fairmont Elementary School. If you'd like to get involved, just go to blessingsinAbackpack.org and click on the Get Involved link to find out more. We are always looking for good stories to tell, so if you have one, please share it with us. And you can stay up to date by checking out our website, liking us on Facebook, and following us on Twitter. I'm Diane Williamson. We'll see you next week on Moving Forward.